The match of the week in round 1 of the All Flags Football West State Premier League saw Stirling Lions play host to Balcatta at Macedonia Park. Balcatta had lured Michael Rocky to take over as coach in the close season, and 12 new players came into the club, who did so well in their first season in the Premier League last year under Salve Todaro. Stirling Lions had also recruited 7 new players in the close season, looking to build on the success of 2010. Stirling kicked off in their familiar all-red strip, looking to avenge the home defeat of last season in round 3. Balcatta created the first half chance. David Masevski received the ball back from his throw-in and crossed. The ball went over Rossendale and Niederberger steered his header the wrong side of the post. In just the 10th minute, Balcatta had taken the lead. An interception in midfield saw the ball fall to Jason Barrera, who surged upfield, slipped the ball to Rossendale, who lifted it back into the path of Barrera, who lifted it over the advancing Turville to make it 1-0 to Balcatta. The perfect start to the afternoon. Good interplay between Barrera and Rossendale. Aware Barrera's continued his run, a dink over the defence. Turville doesn't come off his line with great commitment, and Barrera makes his finish past the keeper look easier than it was. Stirling almost had the perfect reply. David Perich played the ball in behind Elton Bott for Scott Muirhead, who whipped in a low cross that O'Callaghan just failed to get on the end of. In the 15th minute, Balcatta could have made it 2-0 when Rossendale again chipped a ball forward, this time into the path of Masevski, who left Dugdale in his wake, but Turville was off his line quickly to smother superbly. In the 38th minute, they had another chance to advance their lead. Tong played a long ball into the Stirling box that Gavin headed clear, and Perich helped up the park. Migas picked up the loose ball and fed Niederberger, who slipped the ball back to the advancing Migas, who was brought down by David Hunt, and the referee pointed to the spot. Up stepped Adam Tong, who hammered the ball past Turville to make it 2-0 to Balcatta. Niederberger's deft touch causes Migas to check his run, and Hunt fails to check his and clatters into the back of him. A clumsy challenge that gives Stirling a mountain to climb. Stirling looked to pull a goal back before half-time, and when Muirhead was body-checked by Elton Bott as he looked to cut inside the defender, they had a free kick. Muirhead and Boy stood over the ball before Muirhead curled a shot round the wall that Italiano pushed round the post for a corner. Stirling made 2 changes at half-time, hoping to find a spark, and around the 50-minute mark, Boy found Muirhead, who laid the ball to Diabru, who lined up a shot that brought out the best in Luis Italiano. Italiano almost went from hero to zero soon after, when his throw-out was intercepted, and Boy played in Jamie Watt, but no one had run to the back post for Stirling, and Balcatta survived. Stirling were pressing more and more. Awada combined with Diabru before Perich found Muirhead on the left. He dropped his shoulder and went past Elton Bott and crossed, but Watt volleyed over the crossbar at the far post. In the 84th minute, Stirling's woes were compounded. Substitute Attack did well to keep possession from an Italiano throw, and Elton Bott pumped the ball up the line. Masevski pounced, was clipped by Dugdale. He kept his feet and shot wide, but the whistle had sounded, and Dugdale was given a straight red card, which was not going to be reversed despite Stirling's protests. With a man advantage, Balcatta used the space well. Migas pushed forward, fed Attack, who gave the ball back to Migas, who was only closed down half-heartedly by Pugliese. He crossed, and Rossendale nipped in ahead of Gavin to make it 3-0 to Balcatta. Migas whips in a good ball to the near post, and Gavin and his keeper appear to have a breakdown in communication, and Rossendale nips in to score. Stirling did restore some pride when, following a Ludo Boy corner, Phil O'Callaghan was on hand to sweep the loose ball into the back of the net in injury time. A goal that will have annoyed Balcatta coach Michael Rocky, coming so late in the game. A corner to the back post nodded down by Gavin and swept home by the predatory O'Callaghan as Balcatta momentarily switched off. Straight from the kick-off they looked to restore their 3-goal lead. Substitute Tatasciore picked out Misevski, who accelerated past Corey Cullen, then powered past Pugliese, only to see Turville tip his shot round the post. Turville claimed the resultant corner and looked to launch a quick counter-attack up the park, but time had run out for Stirling, and no doubt their fans were very disappointed with this first performance at home.
Well, Michael, a good all-round performance today and a good first-up win for the club.
Yeah, look, a very important one for us, first game of the season, and we want to sort of make a bit of an impression this year, Pete. So it was important to get off to a good start, but no, not all one-way traffic, that's for sure.
Defensively, I thought Adam Tong and Jovo Pavlic was excellent, and the young keeper kept you in it, a couple of great saves.
Yeah, look, first thing we thought about was tightening up the defence here at Balcatta, and Jovo adds a lot to Adam Tong at the back. Gives us a wealth of height and strength sort of thing, and Lewis has been in great form throughout the night series. So and again pulled off a couple of important saves that kept us in the game.
The vital save as well, probably just before half time and just after the second half.
Yeah, the tip around the post, outstanding. Just that little tip, just did enough to get across. He's got a great extension, a great reach, Lewis, and he's proved that a couple of times in the night series. But again, doing it today, and that's what he's called on. That's his job, and he did it well today.
First off, I thought you dominated him down the flanks. Was that a plan today?
Yeah, look, we were looking to apply the pressure from early on, and I thought we had an exceptionally good first half, and we made plenty of chances. But that was the first half. Second half was a different story, and Stirling certainly pushed forward a little bit through the flanks and occupied a bit of the space and made life tough for us for a spell there. But we sort of went into that second half knowing that we would have to absorb a bit of heat from them. And
Ashley Rosendale pops up with another goal. He's getting pretty good at that.
Yeah, Ashley, a tremendous player. He probably hasn't had quite the pre-season that we've wanted from him. He's had work commitments, etc. But he's out there struggling in 38-degree heat or whatever it is today, and he worked very hard as a lone striker and ended up getting his goal 10 minutes before the end. So really quality player to have in your squad.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations on a good win.
Thanks, Pete.